Hello guys, so today the stock we're going to be talking about is Sgbx. Um, they focus on modular construction and sustainable building solutions in the United States. Um, the stock has a tiny float of around 700k, which I'll go into more detail in a second. It also has a history of huge runs. If you look at the chart on the daily, you can see in the history it's had a lot of massive runs due to it having a low float. And the stock also looks to be bottoming out around that level and it's holding that support level great. So now we would go on to the chart. As you can see, the stock seems to be bottoming out around that 270 area range, and recently yesterday it had a nice little pump on no news. It had no news and it was a pump on volume. Now this stock does have a history of big runs, and it wouldn't surprise me if it has another move today, as I've seen it run before on Friday multiple times. So if you just see those levels, that's the support it's holding. If it can hold over there, it definitely has room for more because the stock has a tiny float and with a little bit of volume can just send it flying. As you can see, I'm on dilution tracker now. The company has a outstanding shares of nearly 700,000. The company doesn't have much cash, so it's definitely more of a quick in and out play, not really one I'd want to be holding, in my opinion, as it's likely they'll need to dilute, and they do have a history of doing reverse splits, which is why they've got such a low float. Um, the current cost of borrow rate on this stock is actually really high, which could cause a squeeze, especially on a Friday when not much goes on. Fridays are usually slow, so this definitely could have a nice little squeeze today, and it has ran before, as I said, on a Friday. So it's a nice high cost of borrow rate, and there also is a lot of short interest on this stock. Um, as you can see, here's the chart. It needs to just hold this 280 range, as I was saying earlier, and then we could definitely see more. On social media, I'm seeing this stock get a lot of hype, especially Reddit. It's getting a lot of mentions, and usually on a Friday, if it's a slow day, people usually go for stocks exactly like this. In my opinion, in my history of trading, I've just seen it quite a lot. So it will be an interesting one for sure. The high short interest rate, the high cost of borrow rate, is definitely setting it up for a nice big move. This one definitely has some big potential for sure for a big run. Low float and a lot of hype on social media, so it is definitely one I'll be watching for Friday and into next week if it can continue the momentum it had yesterday. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video.